Hey guys, it's Mel, and today I really wanted to do a tutorial on how I make my sets with Roblox B-Tools. So the first thing you do is go into chat and put in B-Tools, and you will find it in your inventory. As you can see, mine is really full, so I had to switch it out. I've been really wanting to do a tutorial on this because when I first started building, I don't know how to say this, but I was terrible. So I just wanted to teach everyone, like the basics and things that helped me. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna go to the scratchy patch behind the building and build like a rectangular box. So here we are in our box, and it's very boring, I guess you could say. So before we even start decorating it and working on it, I'm gonna teach some basic B-Tool rules and some basic things that I think will help everyone out. So I'm gonna go ahead and place a block to play around with. There are many options like wedges, balls, as you can see right here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and place a ball since I think it'll be easier to show all our elements. So say you wanna change the color. So you go to this paint bucket, and I want to change it to pink per se. There we go. And you can go to the settings area, the thing that looks like a settings bar, and change the material, transparency, and reflectance. So now we have a neon pink clear ball. So, yay. But say you want to go through it. You go to this little area and you can click on or off. This works to be able to walk through walls and doors and all that stuff. So if you think something's missing to this ball, you can add some smoke, you can add some sparkles, and you can even add some fire. So now we just have a pink ball, but say you want to move it somewhere. You go to the very first button, and it's typically orange, and you can move it up, down, to the side, and you can even do Control-C to clone it. Or you can use the clone tool listed on there. So the second button is the sizing tool. So as you can see, it's usually blue and you could size it. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete this so we can actually start working on our set. So let's start coloring all of our pieces. So I'm gonna go with a pink, theme, and I'm gonna go with some flowers too. I am going to color my floor brown and make it like a wood texture. So as every dance instructor needs, we need an area for us to stand on. So I typically use a cylinder or something, and of course we have to size it and all that. I'm going to make it white and neon. So as you can see, I am building 3 pillars, so I can have a bunch of people standing on it and watching everyone. I definitely think it's more convenient than everyone standing on one. So now we have 3 pillars for you or some friends, and there we go. Now the wall you're standing behind looks really boring, so why not add a decal. So to add a decal, we go onto the thing that looks like a little picture with like outdoors, I guess. And there is 2 options, decals and texture, and obviously we're trying to add a decal. So you will see a bunch of different options like front, top, left, right, and for me this is the worst thing ever since I go through every single option until the picture shows up, which is not fun at all, but yeah, here is me going through it. And also, to get your code, you go to the Roblox library. But here is my flowers, and now it just looks a lot more decorated. Decals are definitely perfect for any wall or any spots, and I think they really do change up a room. So obviously we have a nice little host area, but what's a host area when you can't have any dancers? So I'm going to start making a bunch of spots, so it's on mobile. If you're playing, I'm so sorry. You have to make every single piece one by one. But if you're on computer, you can just do Control-G and then Control-C to copy it. And some increment tips. I suggest using like a 0.1 or 0.01 instead of like 1. Having a smaller increment like 0.1 really allows you to have more freedom with your builds and make it look more, well, like detailed. So this is just me making the spots. I just want to say I made so many mistakes, and that is okay. Although I've been building sets for like almost 8 months now, I still mess up quite a lot. So of course this part is completely optional, but I like making an AFK center. So say you're dancing and you need to go AFK. It's much more convenient than making a dancer just stand there. This never has to be anything special. It's just somewhere in the back where they can just stand there. I mean, it's probably barely gonna be even seen or used, but I do think it really just makes everything so much easier. I typically make 2 like tiny ones, even though you could just make 1 really big one. I'm just like extra like that, I guess. So there we are, but if you typically go into these games, often you see staff members having like little models of themselves. So I'm just gonna make a quick little model of myself with AFK center above me. I used to have no idea how to do this, but now I know. So the easiest way is just to name yourself, obviously. So you do name me, AFK center, blah blah blah, and then you usually freeze yourself if you want to pose. Or if you want yourself to look like a real person, you just do name me and clone me. But if you want like your arms up to be in the air, you do name me, freeze me, and clone me. If that makes any sense. So this is just me like picking out the perfect pose, and yeah, I'm just gonna skip this because this is really boring and me messing up. And boom, freeze me, clone me, and you have a model of yourself. And of course, I want to do a different pose for each side. So yeah, and there we go. You thought yourself, and you have 2 different models of you. Hopefully, people will know to go AFK at the back. Now, of course, we do have a set, but I think we should add some more decorations. So maybe we should add a mesh. Now, to use a mesh, it's very easy. All you have to do is just get any random block. It does not matter at all. Then you go to the I don't know, it's right next to the area where you would add a block. And then you'd go to File, and then you'd put your code in. So, as you can see, we got a really big flower. So to make it smaller, you don't go to the normal size tool, you go to the mesh area again, and you go to the thing right below File, and I sized it to 0.2 so we can see it. But you should definitely watch out since it can definitely get very big. So I just want to say how many times this has happened to me. I make it super small, like the little sizing thing, so then I can't grab onto it, and then the mesh is there forever. So when you're grabbing it and making it, I definitely suggest making it bigger. So yeah, let's just put another little flower, and boom, like we're done. But as you can see, there's still the rest of this video left. So of course, you just want to be more creative with your set, and there are so many things you can do. So let's add some more details and decorations to make this place look more fancy per se, and more, you know, homely. I guess not homely, but and oh wow, it's that easy. We have edges, we have some wall details, and our staff pillars look so much more decorated. And you know, it just happens, right? But in all seriousness, it definitely should take some time, and it's okay if it takes time. It definitely did. But now our set is complete. We can add even more details if we want, but that is totally up to you. We can dance our hearts away, teach our hearts away. So thank you guys so much for watching this and making it to the end if you're here. I really hope I got to help at least one person, and well, I guess this was just like a fun little video showing my process during making a set. So thank you so much for watching, and bye! Let me just